This is supposed to be the number 50. That's the bell. That's supposed to be the bus stop. This is totally not wide enough for a whole bus, but I wasn't going for realism because this is Minecraft. And when the last time you saw a iron plate that would open a door up, but there it goes. And also this is the wrong road. If you look straight up, it's night time. Half a second. That's better. It's first thing in the morning. And as you can see, the boiler's going, or should I say, the campfire at the top is giving the illusion of smoke from the chimney. Right, you've got loads of cats. Okay. You've got the street lamp. Loads and loads of blooming cats. Now, I've eased this a bit because at one point it was literally block, jump, 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 jump. I haven't really showed the garage. Here's the garage. It's supposed to be like the grey shutter, but that's the best I could do. Mind you, I might have a garage door. 1 second. Shock horror there. Gee. A dustbin. A dustbin. Well, you could put dustbins down. Do not put dustbins down. Garland photos. But anyway, so this is supposed to be like a shelving of sorts, because inside the garage there was shelving, the tools are starting there. And here's the old coal shed door. It's supposed to be the coal shed door. The one with the door was upside down and there was a coin in it. Anyway, you can the computers. Just going bonkers like no one's business. There's 202. And if you leap, you can look inside the front room. You've got the path going up. I don't make a point of making it detached. Where's your putty cat? There's the pot plants and the roses. This is supposed to be the roof of the garage. Walk in. Now there is a glass door. There we are. There's the glass door. That's the glass door. Walk through. And little heads up. These are meant to be a notification of apple of the eye, as in close to someone's heart. If you come over here, apple equals love. Okay. I have no idea where the pet cat's bed was, but I put there, put him on the stairs. And I know there used to be one of these phones because Mum talked about it. I've gotten vague memories of the spider plant. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Christ is the head of the house, the unseen guest at every meal, the silent listener to every conversation. Right, let's go into the front room. There was a string, a piece of art that was done with nails and string that was here. This is the cuckoo clock that isn't as famous as the cuckoo clock. There was the cloakroom here, and also there was a little photo of the two twins. The shoes stacked. The shoes would be stacked many deep. So let's go through to the living room. To God. No, let's start again. To all, to the glory of God. Friendship is a blessing. Now that's supposed to be the thermometer. because there was these thermometer thingamajigs on the wall. There was 2 of them. Technically, I should have put 2. And also, there should be a pillow saying the Lord of the Manor there. And this is a photo of someone with someone's grandparents. The legendary stack of papers, and this little plant here is to denote the plants that would sometimes be decorated for Christmas. This is the sofa that people would, if they were visiting, would come and sit down for either a chinwag or been to church and had a very large dinner, a home nap. Oh look, not far off to go. These 2 things at the top are speakers. I haven't got much. Oh, and there's a cat on the computer, probably playing Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Any second now. Well, on the wall, it's got Ted and Margaret. March 27th. Great is your love, higher than the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Psalm 108, verse 4. Any second now. And you've got this. Now this was on the back. It was roughly around here, but also it was on the back of this door as well. So here goes. One night I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Many scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each scene I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were 2 sets of footprints. Other times there were only 1 set of footprints. This bothered me because I noticed that during the low periods of my life, when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, or defeat, I could see only 1 set of footprints. So I said to the Lord, "You promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk with me always. But I have noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there have only been 1 set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you most, you have not been there for me?" The Lord replied, "The times when you have only seen 1 set of footprints in the sand is when I carried you." I think I need to edit that bit. But just technically supposed to be the gas fire. This represents the chimney, obviously, with the smoke appear from the top. And this is a picnic basket, but it's supposed to denote the knitting box. Grandma's computer and grandpa's chair. There's a little furry one there. Waiting for say a little bit of food to be dropped off the table again. Just drop a bit of sausage or this, that, and a bit of bacon. Someone would destroy it with immense impunity. Oh, it's raining out. Oh well. If I could find a way of putting a hat on that, I would do. But anyway, be in the Lord and in his power, in the power of his might even. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Ephesians 6:10. The Mother poem, written by Love. Hugs, kiss, kiss. A mother is a treasure, a rare and precious. Shall greet you in all weather, no matter what you bring. She shares the sad times, guards and guides you. There are times when you laugh together, times too when you cry, Lord, I thank you for my mother, that very friend, for you made her who she is, and on you we both depend. It's absolutely lashing it down outside. Someone knows jumping through the door. Let's go into the kitchen. The door of the kitchen has dates and initials with height. It's supposed to be and, but yes. On this door, we just stand next to it, and then there'll be a little line above, and there'll be our initials and a date. There's the chair behind. I had to remember to put the speaker in the kitchen, as there used to be. Hello. There was a clock either on the wall or above the door or on the door. I had to put it there. That's not a leak yesterday. That dripping is from the bath upstairs, which I was going to change, but the way it looked, I was like, I have to leave it like that. So, got the towel on the, supposed to be on the door. Oh yeah, there is a list of months and birthdays and names. As there was. As there was. Remember, behind this chair, there was a drawer full of batteries for all the little toys or anything that we would use from the this little cupboard. There was toys and Hot Wheels and many, many little gadgets and gizmos that we enjoyed. Don't mind the toads. The playing toads. There we are. This is the bathroom. Where I remember there used to be a bath. There's a boiler in there now. It looks weird. So I took a shower. I was like, no, that's not right. That black cube next to the pretty dad is supposed to be a pumice stone. A shaving mirror, and I couldn't get a standing out cabinet, so it had to be like that. And also, there's a radiator missing underneath there. But hey ho, mind you, I searched if there's a radiator. There was a radio, which if you clocked, it's one right at the top of the stairs, as there used to be. Oh, and the lav. The upstairs lav. Let's turn the time. And also the weather. Hello. And weather and clear. And let's look towards the loft hatch, where you can see many, 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 many stars and many moons swirling in the Milky Way. That is the hatch. So I had to do a light tunnel so you can actually see the night time. Now, I'll pop outside in a second. Ooh. Oh yes, gone upstairs. Oh yeah, the photos on the wall. Here's the box room. Very small. Didn't realise how small it was until, well, until I was standing here and I was looking at the photo above of Cumbria. Anyway, let's go into this room here. You didn't hear the punch the clock, so. I said something about 11ish by the looks of it. Which is technically. That's on, okay. There is Grandma's wardrobe. Totally not looking into the wardrobe next door. I had to make this wall a bit thick so I could actually do it. There's the Cheesemaid, I remember. A mirror. Let's look like desk of sorts of bits and bobs, jewellery wise. Then Grandpa's wardrobe. This always used to feel huge. Probably because I was roughly the same height as that. I was even smaller than just the drawers there. Because I was so small that I used to have to get like a book to say reach something like the same height as this Cheesemaid, just to turn the light on and off. Anyway. One of the best rooms. Photos that I did not look at until after Grandpa had passed. Of science and of a car, which I thought was a random car until I looked closer and it was Grandpa driving the Porsche. That's what I think is a Porsche. Anyway, there's the legendary filing cabinet and the table full of paperwork and books. Couldn't get the shelf long enough, so I had to do it like that. I remember this shelf getting absolutely rammed. There was a bit of a landslide, and yeah, that went well. We were both sitting there, and Grandpa took something out. He pulled it out of the stack, and next minute, that's from there. Oh, yeah, the printer. Remember, whatever. Sort of. Oh, no. How much leeway have I got? No leeway. One minute, let's see. What have I got book-wise so it could look like? Because books could probably look like a BHS books. Let's go book. Let's go with you. Okay, I've got to change settings now. That's most likely either 6 o'clock or half past, or either 6 o'clock or midday. Every in-game 6 hours it goes off. I need the the spanner. Oh, this is Grandpa's chair, and it always have a tube of chewing gum in the drawer. Extra, Wrigley's extra. And I'll sit on here and play tanks. And I remember going downstairs and Grandpa with a poker face going, "Oh, there's a really big mushroom above the." 1 minute. There was a really big mushroom above the computer. It's blown up, and I was like, I was only kidding. Anyway, so let's go downstairs. Oh yes, the cake. We've got the recipe for present pudding. Then we've got the oat beef burgers. Then Grandma's present pudding. That's not misspelling whatsoever. Oh my goodness gracious. Then the apple and ginger cake that my cousin Deborah once cooked there. It definitely was a present pudding. It was there right in the present. And in the past it was there, but not anymore. Because we've enjoyed it so much. And then there was, oh yes, I've done that. Obviously that's the fridge. And this is the pantry. Where we've got sugar, biscuits, cake, pie, cake, and a carrot cake. Then out here you've got what they used to call the dog house, where it would stick out. Show you. It would stick out like so. So you had like a flat area for Grandma to put the clothes basket on it. The line came out a bit more, but this is Minecraft and we're dealing with blocks, so it's not 100%. And this here was another house, starting off about say here-ish. So that second where the cats are, there would be a brick wall here, going all the way along, but to about say here-ish. Then you would go in and there'll be a fence. I've got a fence now. For this purpose, this is a memorial garden with a little cat flap. Well, not a cat hole, but hey ho. Used to be a plate. That's 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Item. Video. Let's place you on the floor about here. And then there we are. And that would be the that's where there'd be a plate out with a bit of ham for the cats. It would come into the garden every so often. Now there was a lavender plant around here. I think it was in a. It might not have been in a Belfast sink, but there was definitely a Belfast sink around here, and I made it a bit bigger. I do need to thicken this out. As you can see, you got a nice runaway bit. Oh, there's the cats. The cats are coming through the hole near the tall grass that a certain little cat used to hide in. And then here's the shed. This little cat's following me into. Well, that's technically supposed to be the college, which is not in the wood. There was a little college in the wood. And this is technically supposed to be that bloody the carrot peelings and blooming Nora. Carrot peelings, the bananas and the potatoes, anything basically that is of vegetable or fruit peelings of this that would go in there and it would get broken down. It was an old tin bin. Anyway, so we go down here, and one of the few plants that I knew was caught, it was on this side of the garden, is lily of the valley. And then this little bush here that needs to be. Yikes! Well, these roses will bloom once again. Let's go inside. Oh, before going inside, now outside the back window near the dining room, there was a little bird table, but I couldn't get a bird table, so I got this on a stick. Oh, Gordon's. Yeah, so when you're upstairs the hatch, looking up, there we are. That's basically it.